And we're off. Very fast push towards the center. Canada's keeper with the quaffle. Pushing forwards, passes it on. Pass across, couldn't quite get it. And we have a dog pile on the quaffle. Canada not quite getting it through again, but getting the rebound, pulling in, taken down by all of the defenders. And still not a shot on target. Score 0-0. And we have a brooms down. Mexico getting called for an illegal reset, which is passing back towards your hoops, but not passing it to anyone. That is no longer allowed in Quidditch as of Rule Book 9, and is not a card, but it is a turnover. Mexico on the attack now. Beautiful tackle, but maybe not so beautiful. Number 18 for Team Canada given a yellow card for illegal contact from behind. He does not agree with that call. Your commentator is a little bit biased towards Team Canada as a Canadian myself. However, I also disagree with that call. Take from that what you will, which shouldn't be very much given that I am Canadian. You may have heard Sasha from the Werewolves of London saying hello to me and to the internet. Our score is still 0-0. Mexico versus Canada here, and Chris Wojcicki pulling first blood for Team Canada. The score 10-0. Chris, normally a player for the Alberta Clippers back in Canada. He is, I believe, the coach for Team Canada. And has taken control again. Looking at the hero run, decides against it, and goes for the reset. Slowing down the play, moving things forward with his team. And we have an illegal reset. And another turnover. I was going to tell you who has bludger control, but currently there is a bludger sitting on the field. There are now 2 bludgers sitting on the field. Nobody has bludger control, which makes that fisting questionable. And that is a goal for that is no goal for Team Mexico. He was beat before the shot. The goal is no good. And Team Canada substituting to get their keeper back on, who was off for a yellow card. Well, they've substituted a different keeper on, but you get what I mean. Moving the quaffle forwards. Bludger control is currently in the possession of Team Canada, I believe. Yes, Team Canada does have bludger control, although both bludgers are not anywhere very near play. And Canada has scored again. The score 20-0 for Canada, as they set up their defense. Mexico's beater, successfully removing a beater and the point chaser, leaving room for Mexico to get on the board. Score 20-10 for Canada. Very good offensive beating from Team Mexico there. Canada moving forwards. Mexico has taken bludger control. Canada looking to get it back. Canada passing in front. Couldn't quite get the throw on the hoop, and it's a turnover to Mexico, and a broom's down. The score 20-10, Canada over Mexico, here in the 8th game, I believe. Oh, no, the 7th game. No, I was right the first time. It is indeed the 8th game of our live stream coverage of the 2016 IQA Quidditch World Cup here in Frankfurt, Germany. If you are tuning in live from somewhere nearby, please drink lots of water and wear sunscreen. And also, just come watch the game. Why are you watching me on the internet? I'm not that interesting. Play is resumed. If you are somewhere else and there is also a lot of sunshine, drink lots of water and wear sunscreen. If there isn't a lot of sunshine, maybe don't wear a lot of sunscreen. Number 24 looking for a pass, gets it through successfully, and it is a goal for Team Canada. Very nice play. Team Mexico bringing the ball forward. Both teams on one win at the moment. Both decisive victories against the other two teams in their group. And that is a keeper ball. But he is out of his zone, so can be attacked. Canadian beater removing that point chaser. Mexican beater looking to put some pressure on Canada. Got rid of the keeper, but not successfully scaring away the quaffle chaser number 2. Passes behind the hoops. It's a good pass, and it's another goal for Team Canada. It is 40-10 for Canada over Mexico here in Frankfurt, Germany. Mexico on offense here. Canada with bludger control. A beautiful block from chaser number 15. Kicks it back to chaser number 14. Pushing forward, passes to the keeper, and blocked by the Mexican chaser. A very good block, but not enough, as Canada recovers it and scores 50-10 for Canada. All right, the score 50-10 for Canada. Still early in the game. Still close. Easy catch up for Mexico if they can. That was some very painful looking contact behind the hoops. The Mexican chaser going down. Our lovely first aider, Yana, is on the scene to talk to the Mexican chaser while the referees confer on whether or not a foul occurred. In the meantime, we are still waiting for scores on the other games that were played in the 7th slot earlier today. Once we have those scores, we will let you know. The score 50 to Canada, 10 to Mexico. Here at the 2016 IQA Quidditch World Cup in Frankfurt, Germany. Canada giving water to the Mexican team. Just reinforcing the sportsmanship and camaraderie of Quidditch. This beautiful sport that we play and talk about on the internet all day, apparently. You will notice that when an injury occurs, we do, out of respect for the injured player, take the camera off of the injury and show you the beautiful backs of our referee team. But I will keep you updated on anything that does happen, like Team Canada giving Team Mexico some water. Team Canada's speaking captain, non-playing captain, is Rachel Malone. You can see them talking with the refs in the beautiful Canadian red polo shirt. Canada very well kitted out. Full kit, including socks, shorts, and jerseys. Team Canada polo shirts and Team Canada jogging warm-up windbreakers. Beautiful set of kit from Team Canada. And again, I am slightly biased as a Canadian, but I think the Team Canada jersey is one of my favorite of the weekend. You can make your own decisions. Team UK's old jerseys were better. Hashtag don't kill me. But in my humble opinion, I think Team UK's old jerseys were better. I won't comment on Team USA's jerseys because, well, I just won't comment. I do like Poland's jerseys, though. They have wings on their shoulders. They're really pretty. Okay, play has resumed, and we're going to stop talking about jersey fashion. I mean, not necessarily forever, but for now. Some very good beating coming from the Mexican beater, number 14. Successfully removing almost the entirety of Team Canada from play. Team Canada resetting to number 30, who goes on the offensive and goes for the shot but misses. Oh, I lied. That was not a miss. It was a goal. The score 60-10 for Canada. These two teams expected to be the top in their pool. Both won their first games in the pool. So looking to see who will pull ahead into first. Canada going for a hero run, but passing off just before getting beat. And another goal for Team Canada. Beautiful play there. Successful pass before getting beat by the keeper. Out to the wing, passes it behind the hoops for a goal. Team Canada with bludger control. Looking to intimidate the Mexican offense. Oh, number 24 beater on Team Mexico. Looking to get a bludger back. Can't quite do it. And it's a turnover to Canada. The pass a little bit too far beyond the pitch. For those of you just tuning in, this is the Canada versus Mexico game here at the 2016 IQA Quidditch World Cup in Frankfurt, Germany. The Canadian keeper manages to push through the entire Mexican defense, barreling them over to score even after being tackled to the ground. You will notice in Quidditch that a tackle does not mean you have to give up the ball. It just means that you're on the ground. As long as you keep your broom between your legs, you are still in play and can still keep that ball until you are hit with a bludger. And that is what happened just there at the hoops. Canada's keeper tackled to the ground, maintained control of the ball and his broom, and scored from the ground. Number 36 on Canada, putting a lot of pressure on Mexico's offense. They can't even get up to halfway right now. Beater number 21 looking to stop that and push the defenders back so that they can get through. Number 14, who was beating earlier, looking to push through as a chaser. Pass to number 8, and it is a goal! Mexico has scored. There is a delayed penalty on the play. Probably going to Mr. Rajowski for pulling the other player's shirt. Indeed it is. The goal is good. There is no card given on the play. But Mexico does have bludger control on that play. However, the beaters are embroiled in a beater battle at the far end of the pitch. And Canada has brought the quaffle to the center and scored again. Canadian beaters, even without bludger control, successfully distracting the Mexican beaters from the quaffle game, allowing their chasers to get through and score. The score 90-20 for Canada. I'm being told that we are 13 minutes into the game right now. At 17 minutes, the snitch will be released, and at 18 minutes, seekers will be released. Now at the moment, if you have not been listening for the day or don't know the rules of Quidditch, here's a quick reminder. There are currently 6 players on each team on the field. They're wearing 3 different colors of headband. There are 3 white headbands on each team, who are the chasers, 2 black headbands on each team, which are the beaters, and 1 green headband on each team, who is the keeper. The keeper and chasers play with the blue and white ball that is the quaffle. Their goal is to put that ball through their opponent's hoops for 10 points, and that is another beautiful goal from Team Canada on an interception, I believe. The score 100-20 for Team Canada. The other 2 players on each team, the black headbanded beaters, are playing with the other 3 balls on pitch, the bludgers. Their goal is to hit opposing players with the bludger, taking them out of play. When you are hit with a bludger, you must drop any ball that you have in your hands, dismount from your broom, and run back to your team's hoops. You must touch your hoops before remounting and re-entering play. Beautiful run by the Canadian keeper, backed up by their chaser. Pass right in front for another goal, 110-20 to Canada. Canada pulling ahead decisively in this game as we near the seeker game. There are a couple exceptions to the bludger rule. A beater can catch a bludger that has been thrown at them, and they do not count as being hit with that bludger if they catch it successfully. And behind the keeper zone line, which is the solid white line 6 yards ahead of the hoops, The keeper is immune to bludgers in that zone. Anywhere behind that line, the keeper is immune to bludgers. Canada on a breakaway, 3-on-1. Oh, 3-on-2, sorry. Can't get it on that one, but they get it on the rebound. It is 120-20. Canada with bludger control, keeping them back on defense. I lied. Just as I said they were keeping them back on defense, number 99 pushed forward on to put some pressure on Team Mexico's offense in their own zone. And we have a brooms down. Seekers have been called for both teams. The Seeker is the 7th player for each team who wears a yellow headband and is introduced to the game at 18 minutes of play. The Seeker's goal is to remove the tennis ball in a sock that is attached to the back of the snitch runner's shorts. The snitch runner is the person all in yellow who will be released onto pitch in a few minutes. Removing the snitch from the snitch runner's shorts gives your team 30 points and ends the game. Canada looking to catch the snitch quickly to secure their lead and end this game. Mexico probably going on the defensive as a Seeker. Seekers are allowed to defend the snitch if their team is down by more than 30 points, and they are hoping to catch back up before catching the snitch and pushing either overtime or getting a win from behind. If your team is down 30 points when the snitch is caught by you, tying the game goes into overtime. So far here on pitch 1, we have not seen overtime. I don't believe there's been overtime anywhere in the tournament yet, but I can't confirm that other than for pitch 1. We have some scores now from other games that happened last section. France beat the Netherlands 240-0. The United Kingdom came out ahead of South Korea 140-40. And Norway came out ahead of Brazil 150-70. The star denoting the team that caught the snitch and got those 30 points. Canada pushing ahead again on the quaffle game, and another goal, bringing it ahead to 130-20 in close anticipation of the Seeker game soon to be starting. And the snitch has been released. You can see our snitch now on pitch in the middle, and we have a brooms down. You can see in some of the scores that I just mentioned, the team that lost still caught the snitch. This is known as a cold catch. It still ends the game, but the other team wins, regardless of the fact that you caught the snitch. It does help with your team's goal differential. It also helps if your team is getting tired and doesn't see catching up in the future and wants to move forward. We have a technical foul to number 24 on Team Mexico for deceptive fisting, which is a technical foul and is one of the most questionable sets of words in the Quidditch vocabulary. Now, deceptive fisting takes a little bit of describing, and yes, I am going to try to say deceptive fisting as many times as possible because it makes me giggle. Now, in the bludger game, there are 3 bludgers and 4 beaters, 2 on each team. So one team can often have bludger control, where both of their beaters have a bludger. If this is true, if, for example, Team Canada, who currently has both of the green bludgers, has 2 bludgers, they have bludger control. if on... Oh, I will pause that for a second. And the Seekers are released. Canadian beaters protecting their Seeker, looking for the quick catch. Couldn't quite get it. Going for the second try. Almost. And he has lost his broom. The snitch has taken his broom. So when one team has in their possession 2 of the bludgers and your team has no bludger, the other bludger is somewhere on the pitch, then one of your beaters is allowed to raise their fist and claim bludger immunity as they go and retrieve that third bludger. If they do this when they are not allowed to put their fist up, it is known as as deceptive fisting, which is what that blue card was for. And we have another stop on the play. Brooms are down. I hope that was a good description for all of you at home of deceptive fisting. The penalty has ended. The score still sits at 130-20 for Team Canada. And for any of you just joining us, my name is Willow Rosenberg. I'm at HackerWitch on Twitter, and we're using the hashtag Quidditch World Cup to discuss today's matches. I am not sure what the stop and play is for, but we can see beautiful grounds here at the place whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce in Frankfurt. Our lovely crowd. We have a yellow card to number 22 on Team Mexico for contact from behind. Oh, I apologize. It looks like that... No, Mexico now has the quaffle. Mexico does have one beater, but their other beater is in the penalty box. They swapped a blue card for a yellow and swapped a player into the penalty box. Canadian Seeker number 16 looking for the grab. Can't quite get around the snitch. And he's beat out by number 24. And Canada looking for another goal and has scored. It is 140-20. Mexico given up on defense and is going for the cold catch. Canada really wants this catch as 2 of the other top teams in this tournament have lost a snitch catch to a cold catch earlier today. Canada looking to secure the snitch catch and aim for that top seed position going into bracket play tomorrow. But Mexico looking for the cold catch, can't quite get it. And Canada moving in with the quaffle as well. Canadian Seeker back on the snitch. Number 10 sneaking in between and has fallen. A bludger has hit both the snitch and the Canadian Seeker. Unfortunately, you can't beat the snitch out of play. The snitch has taken a knee for a moment to reset the snitch onto his shorts. And we've had a turnover at the hard boundary. The quaffle has been given to Team Canada. Resuming play in the quaffle game and the Seeker game. Canadian Seeker looking, but gets beat. And the Mexican Seeker has also been beat. Canadian Seeker coming in for another go. Oh, at the... Just can't quite make it, almost! And the snitch is on the ground. And that is another goal for Team Canada. It is 150 to 20. Canada has caught the snitch. It looks like a good catch from here, folks. But the ref team and the snitch are going to confer. And the catch is good. Canada has caught for a final score of 180 to 20 for Canada. 180 star to 20 for Canada. Our next game will be the USA versus Norway at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock European Summer Time. Central European Summer Time, I think, is the official name of our time zone right now. 4 o'clock